beneath the eternal canopy of the heavens, where the golden spires of Dwarka touch the shimmering clouds of the cosmic ocean, a tale of fractured lineage and divine duty unfolds. Dwarka, the city of gates, built by the celestial architect Vishwakarma upon the command of Lord Krishna, was not merely a terrestrial abode, it was a sanctuary where the laws of Dharma were tested in the crucible of mortal ambition. The waves of the Arabian Sea whispered ancient secrets against its pearl-studded walls, yet within the palace halls, the air was thick with the scent of burning incense and the impending storm of fraternal strife. The protagonist of this chronicle is none other than Queen Satyabhama, the daughter of Satyajit, whose spirit was as fierce as the sun and as unyielding as the mountain. Opposing the fray, yet caught in the vortex of destiny, stood King Ugrasena, the venerable monarch of the Yadavas, whose crown was heavy with the weight of generations and the shadows of past karmic debts. This is not merely a war for a throne, it is a manifestation of the eternal battle between the ego and the cosmic order. The conflict began with a whisper, a subtle agitation in the court of Dwarka. The Yadu clans, powerful and proud, had begun to forget the grace of their sovereign, Lord Krishna, blinded by the illusions of Maya. They saw not the divinity in their midst, but the potential for dominion. Ugrasena, wise yet weathered by time, felt the tectonic shift in the loyalty of his kin. He sat upon the throne of gold, his eyes reflecting the sorrow of a patriarch who sees his children wandering into the darkness of a Dharma.
The winds of change blow cold upon the city of Dwarka. My brothers, my cousins, they look upon this throne not as a seat of service, but as a prize of conquest. The Dharma which binds the Yadavas is fraying like an old rope pulled by greedy hands. If the foundation of the house crumbles, what becomes of the city that touches the heavens?
Satyabhama, standing in the marble corridors, heard these lamentations. She was a woman of singular resolve, possessing the fire of the Devi herself. She had witnessed the pride of the Bhoha and Vrishni clans growing like an invasive vine. She walked into the council chamber, her silken garments whispering against the floor like the wings of a Garuda, her eyes burning with a divine indignation.
King Ugrasena, you speak of the crumbling foundation, yet you permit the rot to spread. You wait for the gods to intervene while your kin sharpen their blades against one another. If Dharma is to be upheld, it requires more than the wisdom of the aged, it demands the strength of those who refuse to let the light of justice fade. I see the hearts of our brothers. They crave the power of Indra without the discipline of a sage.
Queen Satyabhama, your fire is legendary, and your devotion to the Lord of Dwarka is known across the three worlds. But this is not a battle that can be won with arrows alone. This is a battle of karma. Every drop of blood spilled in this city will stain the pages of our history for eons. The Asuras need not invade us when we invite them into our own thoughts.
Then we shall purge the thoughts of the Asuras from the minds of our kin, even if it requires the force of a cosmic storm. Is it not written that when the balance of the universe is tilted, the heavens demand a sacrifice of ego? If the throne must be the center of this strife, then let it be the beacon that destroys the pride of those who seek to rule without righteousness. I will stand with the truth, even if I must stand against the very blood that runs through my veins.
The days that followed saw the city of Dwarka descend into a silent cold war. The clans took sides. The followers of the old path, seeking to return to the simplicity of the Dharma, aligned themselves with the council of Ugrasena. The younger, emboldened warriors, intoxicated by their own prowess and the allure of unchallenged power, sought to rewrite the laws of the Yadavas. They spoke of a new order, one where merit was measured by the sharpness of the sword rather than the purity of the soul. Satyabhama moved through the city like a shadow, witnessing the secret meetings and the clandestine pacts. She sought the counsel of none, for her heart was fixed upon the Lord of the universe, Krishna. She knew that every event, every war, and every tear was but a movement in the grand lila of the divine. Yet, as a queen, her duty was to the soil of Dwarka, to the peace of the innocent, and to the sanctity of the royal lineage. The clash eventually erupted in the great arena, beneath the scorching sun of midday. It was not a battle of thousands, but a battle of leaders, where the outcome would decide the fate of the throne. Ugrasena stood at the center, his chariot pulled by white steeds that seemed to possess the calm of the moonlight. Against him stood the dissidents, a legion of warriors led by those who had forgotten the sacred oath of the Yadu race. Satyabhama rode beside Ugrasena, her bow, the saranga-like tension in her grip, vibrating with the power of her mantras.
Put down your weapons. Look upon the city we have built. Do you wish for the spires to collapse? Do you wish for the waves of the ocean to reclaim the land of your fathers because of your thirst for a golden seat?
They hear not your words, king. Their ears are sealed by the nectar of pride. Look, they prepare to strike.
The battle began with a roar that shook the very foundations of the earth. Arrows rained down like celestial lightning, leaving trails of fire across the sky. Satyabhama fought with a ferocity that stunned the warriors of the opposing clan. She did not kill with the intent of malice, but with the precision of a surgeon cutting away a festering wound. Every arrow she released was dedicated to the Dharma, guided by the unseen hand of the Lord. The air was filled with the sounds of conch shells and the clash of divine steel. As the day wore on, the sky turned a bruised purple, and the celestial beings looked down from the heavens, observing the unfolding karma.
Why do you struggle so, my kin? Do you not see the futility of your desire? To rule is to serve. To take the throne by force is to inherit a kingdom of ash.
A warrior from the opposing side, fueled by rage, lunged at Ugrasena. Satyabhama intercepted the blow, her shield glowing with a golden radiance that threw the attacker backward. She stood over him, not as a conqueror, but as a guardian of the law.
Your war ends here. Not because I have defeated you, but because your own souls have betrayed you. You fight for a throne that does not exist for the selfish. The seat of the king belongs to the one who has mastered himself, not the one who has conquered his neighbor.
The intensity of the combat reached a zenith. The heavens seemed to weep as the warriors realized the futility of their discord. The realization of their own adharma descended upon them like a heavy shroud. One by one, the weapons fell, clattering against the stone floor of the arena. Silence, profound and absolute, reclaimed the city. The dust settled, revealing a landscape of broken pride and humbled hearts. Ugrasena stepped down from his chariot, his face etched with both weariness and a glimmer of hope. He looked at the warriors who had sought to depose him, seeing not enemies, but lost children of the Yadava race.
The throne remains where it has always been, in the service of the divine order. If you seek to lead, first learn to bow before the truth. The battle of the throne is never external, it is the constant struggle within to choose light over darkness, to choose duty over desire.
May this day be a testament, not to our strength, but to the fragility of our egos. We have fought, and we have survived, but let no Yadava ever forget that the true throne of Dwarka is the heart that beats in harmony with the cosmos.
As the sun set, casting long, golden shadows across the city, the people of Dwarka emerged from their homes. They saw their leaders not as masters of war, but as stewards of the eternal cycle. The war for the throne was over, but the war of the soul continued, for such is the nature of existence in the land of the mortals. The legacy of Satyabhama and Ugrasena would echo through the corridors of time, a reminder that Dharma is the only true sovereign. Through devotion and the relentless pursuit of righteousness, even the most fractured lineage could find its way back to the grace of the infinite. The stars above Dwarka began to twinkle, each one a silent witness to the triumph of the spirit over the illusions of the material world. And so, the city of gates remained, a testament to the divine, where the story of the Yadavas continued to weave itself into the eternal tapestry of the universe. This chronicle of duty and the shadows of the heart serves as a mirror for us all. We too walk the streets of our own Dwarka, choosing daily between the path of the ego and the path of Dharma. If this journey through the ancient mysteries of our ancestors has stirred your spirit and brought a spark of wisdom to your path, I invite you to join our sacred circle. Support the preservation of these eternal tales by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your presence here ensures that the voices of the past continue to guide the seekers of the future. May your path be clear, and may your heart always be aligned with the divine order. Experience a deep dive into the mythology of ancient India as we follow the heroic efforts of Satyabhama and Ugrasena to maintain cosmic order. As familial bonds fracture under the weight of ambition, the true meaning of leadership and righteousness is put to the ultimate test. Discover the lessons of the gods in this saga of divinity and duty. Join us as we explore the intersection of mortal struggle and divine will in the land of Krishna. Witness the epic confrontation that shaped the destiny of Dwarka and serves as a timeless reminder of the battle between darkness and light. Subscribe for more immersive journeys into the heart of Hindu mythology.